Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock, and yes, Kizzy Rock is my birth given name. Happy Tuesday, guys. Want to say hey to all my subscribers. New as well this season. I got a word for you. Tap in. Happy Tuesday, guys. So, guys, I wanted to jump on really quickly. I'm sitting in my truck, but I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and the enemy is like literally trying to attack their mind. The enemy is trying to attack their mind. And you guys know, okay, so when you're spiritually depleted, like you may be going through a very down season, or you may have taken some kind of spiritual attack, how other people can feel through your spirit, like even when you say that there's everything is okay, but they can still feel that your spirit or whatever. So something happens when we ourselves are spiritually low. Then it's like God ignites other people's spirit to be able to pour into you, be able to really discern what it is you're going through and what you're not saying, right? So that's one way that God really tries to level it off, because even when we ourselves are very spiritual and have discernment, when you're going through a very, very difficult season, sometimes it can really, really, really be hard to tap in, and the enemy will even take advantage of that time, knowing that you're struggling to stay spiritually filled. So I actually saw on Instagram a couple of days ago, I forgot the gentleman's name. If you guys know it, please plug it in the comment section. But he had like, millions of followers. Like, he go around and he'll ask somebody like for $1, and if they do it, he'll give them 1,000, and then he raises money all around the world, sometimes thousands and thousands and thousands and millions of dollars for people. But the other day he saw this young lady in New York, and she was just walking, and he stopped and was like, "Hey, do you have 50 cents I can have?" And she was like, "I have $1." And so he turned around and he gave her $1,000, and she started crying and breaking down like, "Oh my goodness, like, I'm going through so much. I thought God forgot about me. I literally almost gave up on my faith." Ding, 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 ding. I almost gave up on my faith. So then he was like, "Well, why, if you're going through so much, why would you give me like your last $1?" And she's like, "Because we all are going through something, etc., 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 etc." And so he started now her campaign. You know what? I don't even know. I like within a matter of a few minutes, she was already like 5,000. So I'm not even sure where it is now. I'm sure it's skyrocketed. So I use it as an example for different reasons. Many times, okay, first and foremost, we are in some very, very, very difficult, dark times. Personally, I don't know one person who's not going through something. Different something, same pains. This can look like heartbreak, divorce, financial issues, medical scares and medical issues, issues with their children, job loss, business loss, and the list goes on. I mean, we can go on for days. But the point of the matter is, everybody's going through something. Grief, everybody's going through something. In our community, many times, of course, never all, in anything, but we're taught to, quote unquote, be strong. Almost as if you can never have a moment to have a weak moment, or there's something wrong with you. Or if you're a man, you cannot cry. If you're a man who cries and you have a sensitive moment, that makes you less than a man. Seriously? You're a man, not a machine. Or for my good sisters, we're taught to carry the whole world on our shoulders and to pour and pour and pour and pour from empty cups. Your cup is empty, but you're filling everybody else's cup. And the crazy part about it is, the people cups that you're filling will not fill yours when you're empty. If the tables were turned, they would not sacrifice and do for you what you do for them. But yet we're told to be strong. If someone is grieving, oh, don't cry because they're in the better place. That's absolutely true. Especially now, because they're way better off than what we are here. But it's still a loss. I'm thinking about Benjamin's wife now. You guys know Benjamin was the young man who we assisted with getting a kidney, and he transitioned, but his wife is still struggling. Obviously, she's now a widow, right? And they're just telling her all over social media, just be strong for the kids and don't cry. Oh my goodness. Whew. And we wonder why people are dealing with mental health issues, not speaking from a clinical standpoint, but people are dealing with anxiety, depression, anger. Okay, so you got those personal issues, and then you add in the heaviness of this world, because most chosen people are spiritually sensitive. Most chosen people are empaths. So you're feeling all of this heaviness along with your own personal issues. Then we're entering a season where many people deal with seasonal depression because the sun is not out, etc. Quick insert there. Please check your vitamin D levels. I actually get vitamin D shots. Check your vitamin D levels. Magnesium for sure, because obviously, again, the sun is not out in many places. So your mental health, for some people, may take a hit. Your mood is really, really low during these winter months because of the seasons that has changed. Vitamin D is a game changer, seriously. And I get the shots because, with pills, you only get I think, 25? It can be anywhere from 25, I think, to 45% of it is absorbed, where the shots is 90%. But anyway, so you add all of these stuff on top of each other. People are taking themselves out. Many people don't even want to be here. It is very alarming to me when you look on social media and you read how many people no longer want to be here. How many people feel like they don't belong here, and if it wasn't for their quote unquote kids, they would such and such and such. I mean, I guess we've always known that people have those thoughts, but now it's like you can have somebody make a post and it's like someone says something and it's like thousands of likes on it that people agree with it. And I'm like, oh my god, I know we're in some challenging times, but people are really struggling. So what better time for the enemy to creep in, to play with your mind? What better time for the enemy to creep in, because he knows you're spiritually low, to attempt to get you to come in agreement with something? So with my friend, for example, because I'm so spiritually sensitive, I already knew something was going on. In fact, I was kind of telling them things a couple of weeks ago, but I could already feel some things, right? And so when I hit them up or whatever, and they kind of told me some things or whatever, it's some medical issues or whatever the case may be. And I was like, listen, and please listen to me well, because I got some downloads for you. So I figured I would jump on really quickly and share them with you guys as well. We got to get to the point, guys, that we understand we are not machines. We are people. We got to get to the point where we understand the importance of boundaries. We got to get to the point where we understand that if someone disrespect your boundaries by continuously crossing those boundaries, or trying to make you feel bad by manipulating you for your boundaries, you must remove these people. They don't care about you. An example of that can look like someone calls you, they need, I don't know, they want to go out somewhere, they need you to keep their kids. But you've had a very difficult week. Your mental health is not A1. You have your kids conditioned and trained to a certain point where you know, like, they're not going to bother you. But then these are somebody else's kids coming. And you tell this person, hey, my mental health is not A1. I'm really going through some things, right? I'm really stressed out. Depression is creeping up. I got to really take this time and recharge. I got to take this time and sit with the Spirit and allow God to really reveal some things to me, some changes I need to make, etc., etc., etc. And now they, well, you know, I don't have anybody else to keep them. I mean, I always have your back and you can't have my back this one time. When you blatantly told them that you're not good right now, how can that person care for you? Or when you have someone else who struggles with putting up their own boundaries, right? Meaning they themselves don't have boundaries. So then what happens is they allow everyone else to place their toxic waste and drama and foolishness on top of them. So because they don't have boundaries, then they get overwhelmed and then they try to come to you. So now you're not just carrying their stuff, you're carrying 25 other people's stuff. Energy transfers. You got to get to the point where you tell people, I'm sorry, I would love to, I just can't right now. Maybe next week. I can't even promise that. Whenever I'll get better, I'll let you know. I'm sorry I can't be here this time, but please take into account all of the other times I've been there, all of the other things I've done. So if you want to hold this 1 or 2 times against me, do what you do. Because really all you're going to do is help me out, because I don't need you pulling at me anyway. Period. If you're dealing with anyone, particularly I'm speaking romantic sense right now, but with anyone, if you place up boundaries and these people have played with you and they're playing in your face, they're disrespecting you, they're manipulating you, they got your mind going in circles, they're lying, they're cheating, they're scheming, they're scamming, they're this, they're that, they're that. And your mind is all stressed out in toggling on someone else's lack of character, trauma, and foolishness, they must go. The only people you need in your circle right now, first of all, is very limited, but these people are going to be your soul tribe. So these people, prayerfully, they're chosen as well because they get it. They bring peace. They add value. They don't deplete and withdraw and stress you out. And we're not perfect. So if you allow that in, maybe a down season or whatever the case, they creep in. You guys know, sometimes we just get busy and they creep in some kind of way. It's okay. Take full accountability. Acknowledge it. Release it. Because you are the chosen one. Because you are here to do end time assignments and God needs you as a vessel, you are a target. So if you are a target, the enemy is going to look for the entryway, the door that you have cracked for him to enter. So that means you're so busy and not having time to sit with the Spirit, time to tap in, he's going to use that distraction against you and creep in while you're not watching. And now that you let him in, he's going to take over. Now something's going on with your health. So now you're exhausted. You're tired. How can God use you and you're exhausted and can't even get up off of the couch? How can God use you if you're laying up somewhere in a hospital with high blood pressure and everything else that stress can add. How can God use you if you're somewhere in a mental hospital for 45 days or potentially forever? Because it's too much to carry. He's going to try you. He's going to attack the very area, the thing that you're most fond about. He's going to try your children. He's going to try your marriage. He's going to try your finances. He's going to try your mental health. So everything that God is convicting you to do to get some personal time, he's going to attack that. But then you got to get back to the secret place, because remember, God is most strategic. So now God will give you some kind of conviction. He's going to send a person to pour into you to confirm what it is he's been trying to reveal to you, but you keep missing it because of the spiritual depletion, or just because we're too busy, etc., etc. We got to get to the secret place. Where's the secret place for you? For some people, that's nature. For some people, it's reading the word. For some people, it's just worship music. Some people, it's church. It's just wherever. Where is the secret place for you? We got to get serious. We got to get serious. Things are getting tight. I mean, look what's going on in Jamaica. I mean, it's so devastating. So devastating. Here we are worrying about small things. Well, not everybody, of course. Some people truly have larger issues going on, but many of us are complaining. I raised my own hand. I raised my own hand because, honey, before I knew how destructive this hurricane was, I was so in my feelings for like 5 hours that my trip got canceled. Again, this is prior to me knowing about how big this storm was. And now I'm just like so out of my feelings, but instead standing in agreement in prayer with the people of Jamaica. But the point I'm making is we got issues. But people don't even know if they're going to have a house. People don't even know if they're going to, like, for real. The enemy is out here trying to snatch people's mind. Don't get it twisted. People that you see walking around talking to themselves potentially, everybody wasn't born with mental illness. Everything is not clinical. Many people have lost their minds. Protect your peace. Anything or anyone who disturbs your peace, anything that is trying to keep you so distracted, even when it's a good thing. It could even potentially be an assignment. But within the assignment, you will have specific details. Do this, don't do this. Once you do this, release it. But what happens? We get caught up and we get tied up because the enemy now is going to try to confuse things and then and so before you know it, you're invested in an assignment for 2 months that God may have only want you to be there 2 days. That's out of alignment. That is out of alignment. So if we're out of alignment, then the enemy then again takes advantage of that. It has to be, especially the higher you go, it has to be so cookie cutter. You must be led by the Holy Spirit. You know, a lot of you guys not. This just popped up. I'm not a dreamer. Like, not like that. Like a lot of people, like, they have dreams and revelations and this, that, and third. I'm not a dreamer. I guess I like my sleep, so I be like really like looking forward to like for sleep. But I lie to you not. Before I got notification of this hurricane, I had a dream. In the dream, I won't, never mind. But basically, the dream told me that something was coming to Jamaica. Now, at that time, I didn't know it was a hurricane yet, but something was coming. And I guess because I wanted to go so bad, but I wasn't crazy enough to like move until I really got revelation about it. But I'm telling you guys, if you sit still, when you get revelations, you got to sit with it. There are so many things that I want to do that I can't even do right now. Like, there's a lot of things I want to do. There's an assignment that I want to take over from a young lady who have liver cancer and she's a single mom. I want to do that, but I don't have the permission to do that yet. I want to hop on a plane tomorrow. I can't go to Jamaica. Well, I'm going here. I don't have the permission to do that. I don't care. And I truly can. I don't have the spiritual okay. So I'm very, very tapped in and aware enough to know that the Holy Spirit must lead. The Holy Spirit is trying to protect you. So when the Holy Spirit is giving you signs and you're getting pains in your body and you're getting headaches and like, listen, everything ain't Satan. Everything ain't Satan. I was telling my friend, I was like, listen, you're saying you were having pains that you were ignoring because, just whatever reasons. Okay. So now that you are in this excruciating pain, everything ain't Satan. Sometimes God got to get your attention. So now that means because you're ignoring these little pains, let me give you a pain that's going to knock you upside your head, respectfully. If you're listening to this. I don't mean that like enough, right? But if I give you this kind of pain, it's going to sit you down so I can really get your attention. Because see, you're too busy. You're going. So when can I get some personal time with you? So let me sit you down really quickly. So absolutely, it could be God. But you got to be careful. You got to be tapped in. Because now, rather than recognizing that is God who's trying to get your attention, that he's been trying to get for quite some time, telling you to sit down somewhere and let him really pour into you because he's trying to take you higher. Now here comes Satan, his no-edge, big head self. Ooh, that pain is probably something. The devil is a liar. I stand against it. I bind it up right now and we send it back to hell, point blank period. We're not coming into agreement with that foolishness. But I understand that your mind can be telling you one thing because, again, when you're spiritually depleted like that, Satan plays with your mind. So now, rather than seeing it as this is God trying to get my attention because it's the only way he can get my attention, here goes Satan. Or it could be something serious. Play with your mama. We ain't got time. We don't come in agreement with that foolishness. We plead the blood, point blank period. You got to speak again. You got to get so serious with Satan because, like, he is so strategic. He will hit you at a certain time when he know it's your lowest time. Then he starts putting all that foolishness in your head because you're so spiritually low. You don't even know how to like go up against him. Then he tells you to hold that stuff. Don't tell anybody because if you do, the other person has that spiritual fire to bind up and rebuke, which you can't. But this is also why obedience is so important, because even if the person don't reach out, God is going to drop that thing in your spirit. Call and check on that person. Pray behind the scenes. This, that, and the third. It literally, and now that I think about it, that's how the conversation even happened, because I already had my keys in my hand. Because y'all know, like, when it's time for me to go, I'm go. Right? I had my keys in my hand. And the text came through, and I text something back really quickly, put my hand on the doorknob, and the Holy Spirit says, sit down. Because you can't even get what you need on the go. You want to go get in your car and drive, you're going to have all these horns, honking, this, that. How can we hear when we're all distracted? So when people say things like, well, I don't know what my purpose is, honey, sometimes your purpose is right in the very day. Everything is not like camera in action, and many times it will lead to that. But sometimes your purpose is just knowing what God needs you to do in that particular moment. That's purpose. So guys, in summary, at the end of the day, seriously, all jokes aside, you got to get yourself to the point where you get so stern with people that if people are pulling at you, if people are disrespecting you, if people are manipulating you, people are playing with your mind, and it's like they're not adding, but they're taking away and stressing you out or trying to play victim, you got to get to the point where if you got to cut your own daddy off, you cut your own daddy off. Respectfully. You just do it respectfully. Boundaries is what it is, right? Just boundaries. You don't have to answer your phone for listen, I'm sorry. 100% of the people in my lives know I don't listen. I have to talk on the phone, obviously, at times, but I'm more of a texter. I know some people are more of, some people hate texting and they rather call. We're all just different. I'm an empath. I get overstimulated with all that foolishness, especially you got a lot of foolishness in your background. Kids yelling, horns are honking. You talking to 25,000 people. The TV in my house, oh my, it's too much. It is too much. It just who I am. It is what it is. But the point of the matter is, if it's not something of urgency, and I'm having one of those days where I feel like if I'm already going through something, and I feel like if I answer my phone, you're going to already probably pour your stuff onto me, which is fine. But if I'm not able to handle it that day, I'm not answering my phone, and I'm making zero apologies about it. I'm going to hit you back and be like, hey, I'm so sorry. I'm just, having one of those days. We all have them. Can you just text me and let me know what you want? Then you got people getting their feelings and they don't even respond. Well, text your mama, because I ain't got time. You're not going to manipulate me. You're not going to manipulate me in my boundaries if I'm already going through something. So what? I fulfill you in what you need. I fill you up and then I stay depleted. Make it make sense. Where's the reciprocity? Where's the reciprocity? People are selfish. You got to put people in their place. I'm sorry, I can't come. You got 35 kids. I'm not keeping them this weekend. Haul at your girl next month. That man has cheated on you for the 27th time. You are not, listen, you called me one time, woke me up 3 o'clock in the morning. I sat up on that phone with you and gave you advice, listened to you cry, told you, yeah, your girl, I've been through that too. But he's begging now. But let me give you some advice, sis. He's only going to do what you allow him to do, sis. Until you build your confidence and deal with your own inner traumas, you will never have the confidence to let him go, sis. And so on, and so on, and so on, and so on. 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm up with you. Give you all this advice that you asked for. You called me 3 days later to tell me the man cheated again. I asked you, okay, sis, I got your back. What you need, boo? But have you done what well, no. So why the hell are you calling me again? Make it make sense. If you call me, time is valuable, and you realize that more and more. Not only the older you get, but the more you climb, because you have to steward things in a certain kind of way, and your time is so much more valuable. So if you've called me, I dedicated my time to you. I gave you the advice you asked for. You did the complete opposite. The man do it again. Why are you calling me again? For me to repeat to you the very same thing that I said to you? Okay, maybe we can do that twice. But 27 times, I'm about to block you. Holler at your girl once you block him. I don't have time for that foolishness. I'm not going to deal with that in my household, so I'm not going to let you bring that into mine. It's too much. We're dealing with too much. It's too much. Put firm boundaries up with people. Let me tell you something. Do you want to really know who's for you? Start saying no, or start putting boundaries in place. You will see people fall off like flies, but that's what you need. Let your little heart break one time, maybe 2, maybe 3, but you will discover a peace that you've never discovered before, because you will realize that if you get a piece of paper and a pencil, or get your notepad, and write down everything that's stressing you out right now. Now, some of those things may be yours. Some of those things may be things that you can't even explain, because sometimes, especially when it comes down to like things like depression or whatever, you can't pinpoint one thing. It's just a feeling. But if you're writing things down and on your list, it's your best friend, baby daddy cheated again. He made an outside child. It is your brother he's locked up because, I don't know, he on crack. Your daddy need his light bill paid again, right? Your job wants you to come in extra time. Honey, you're tired. Honey, it's a whole zoo, right? So half of those stuff are not even your issues. We handicap people. Why are you paying you are 85 years old and you are paying your 50-year-old son child support while he is somewhere playing PlayStation? Well, because if he don't pay, he's going to jail. Well, I mean, maybe that'll be the way he learned. Because when the Lord calls you home, who's going to pay it? We handicap people. Sis, whoo, honey, that man is not your project. You are not his therapist. And I know many of us have been conditioned to think if we love on, pour in, support, be loyal, that is going to make him stay or make him, honey, is going to do the complete opposite. It's going to do the complete opposite if he himself is not healed. And you can't heal him. And if you're trying to heal him, that means you're not healed. Many times we be trying to heal people because it's our own trauma triggers and trauma responses within. So to heal somebody, which you can't do it anyway, but to heal somebody would make you feel like you've won. I'm worthy because I was able to heal a person. We are not God. We're vessels. We can lead people to God. But you can't change that man. Instead, what he's going to do, he's going to break you. Because everything you're trying to do for him, to try to prove your love, even though he's traumatized, he's broken, he haven't put that work in. He's going to take everything you invest in him and give it to a chick who don't have bird brains. Because he's trying to fill his own trauma. So his own trauma means that, okay, I couldn't pull a certain type of chick when I was, so now let me go and try to so he's taking everything you give, any kind of resources. And now, boom, major betrayal. Major betrayal. You held him down. He gave you nothing, but he holds somebody else down with your resources. Make it make sense. Stop giving people chance after chance after chance again. People know what they're doing when they do it the first time. In their mind, they just thought they would never get caught. In their mind, they thought you won't walk away. People know what they're doing. Each time you allow a person back into your life who've disrespected you and you keep taking them back, they devalue you more and more and more each time. It is not your responsibility. But you got to be so leveled up. You got to be so healed that when you walk away, you're not even thinking about finding a replacement. If a replacement comes, cool. But you need to really be healing anyway until the replacement comes. But that's not even the mindset. If I leave you, I'm leaving you for my peace. I mean, there's a line behind you waiting, but I'm not even thinking about those fools. Well, that's not nice because they may be thorough. But the whole mindset is, I'm leaving you for my peace. I'm leaving you because I know who I am and what I carry. I'm leaving you because you can never receive all of this goodness because of your own emptiness. I'm leaving you because I gave you a fair chance. You fumbled. I forgive you, but I'll see you when Jesus comes home. Protect your peace. Level up on these nutcases. Pour into you instead of pouring into broken people. And what you attract chosen brothers and brothers who put that work in. Bro, I don't care how thick she is. I don't care how fine she is. I don't care. If her spirit is dark, she's going to suck you in, no pun intended. Lord, I'm so sorry. Please read. This is not the time. I mean, the only thing that I can think of that would even make it make common sense is people who are not tapped in, and so everything still looks surface level, right? They don't even realize what's going on. Like, they're still living life like how life was in 1985, 1995, 2005. These are different times. Like, you would have to be under a rock if you don't understand what's going on in this world. We are in some scary times, and they're going to get worse. In this country, we are feeling the wrath of God for all the foolishness that has been done. It's going to get worse. So you got to be so tapped in, right? Because the Holy Spirit is going to guide you. Many of you guys already have downloads about certain things, certain places you need to get dual citizenships, certain investments, this, that, and third. You're getting your downloads. But you look around, and the average person, these people are still watching the BET Awards. I mean, that's fine too. I watch it too, but you get the you get the point here. I don't get like caught up in the foolishness, but I mean, the point I'm trying to make is that that's what all matters. Everything that's going on, excuse me, on the internet, that's all that matters. They're still caught up with these celebrities. Celebrities aren't even celebrities. Like, they're still blind to this foolishness. So I don't care how fine she is, bro. I don't care how thick she is. You got to get a woman who knows the Lord. It doesn't mean she's churchy, holy. I mean, if she is, that's fine. But she got to have some spiritual sense. This chick got to be able to, like, hold you down, because things are going to get crazy. I mean, you guys hold each other down, but you got to have some chick with some substance. You got to tap into her spirit. There are beautiful women with beautiful spirits. I don't know why some of my brothers really feel like women with beautiful spirits like are not like I don't understand. It's almost like they feel like beautiful women are going to be soulless. No, I'm sorry. Did I say that right? It's almost like they feel like the only people who would have beautiful spirits are unattractive women or something. I don't even know where that mindset came from. I mean, also I'm not out here dating women, so I don't know, but I know some thorough chicks, beautiful, with pure spirits, tapped in chicks. But bro, this ain't the time. This is just not the time for it. I mean, she can be cute. We get it. Men are visual. She can be cute. But what else do she have? Because if not, she's just going to drag you further. You're already struggling trying to come up in this difficult world. And all she's doing is pulling you down further. She's begging every 2 minutes. She have nothing to offer. Like you're trying to have a logical, spiritual conversation. And all she can do is tell you that her nails done. She need her nails done. And you're sitting right there. Yeah, something wrong with you, bro. Take accountability. Something's wrong with you if you're still tolerating that and that's all you can see is this, like this surface level stuff, then that means respectfully you got to grow a little bit more, and that's okay. It's a process. But my brothers who are tapped in, and I know a good bit of them, my brothers who are tapped in, honey, I don't care how fine you are. I don't care how banging your body is, honey. If you have no substance, if you have no spiritual intellect, child, they ain't got time. In fact, bird brains completely turn them off. Every man is different, sis. Every man is different, sis. Because this really went longer than what I initially wanted to. I really just wanted to talk about, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Well, it is what it is. You guys have a great one. It's your girl, Kizzy Rock.